Hey everybody, it's Keith Miller, founder and creator of the Your Pursuit of Happiness program. Have you ever asked yourself, how do I create better relationships with people? How do I get a better relationship with maybe business associates, maybe people you just want to get to know better, maybe you want to expand your network of people, maybe it's just something in your family, maybe it's a family member, a brother, a sister, a mom. Have you ever asked that question, ever wondered, how do I do that? I mean, what do I do to do that? Well, that's a question we all ask because, the old saying that our wealth is equal to our network. Have you ever heard that before? Well, the answers tend to be pretty simple. And I'm going to give you just one of the many things you can do to create better relationships. But I think it's a very important one. I think it's one of those fundamental things. You know, a lot of times we forget that fundamentals are where we have to start. We have to go back to every professional athlete, every professional in any industry knows you have to go back to the fundamentals. And in this case, the fundamentals is a very simple answer, and that is take an interest in the person you want to develop a relationship with. You know, too many times we wonder about, how do I do this? And we overcomplicate it. We think we have to, somehow be this amazing person and they'll just naturally take interest in us and that they'll naturally build a relationship with us. And if the relationship doesn't come quote unquote naturally, then really it's not happening at all. And it wasn't meant to be. Well, that's kind of a bunch of baloney, okay? So what we need to do is we need to keep it simple. You know, my wife came to me the other day and said, she wanted to ask me, how do I build a relationship with this individual? And the individual happened to be a family member that she wanted to build a better relationship with. And I simply said, well, what do they like to do? And she told me a little bit about what they like to do. And I said, well, why don't you call them up, text them and say, hey, how's this going? Hey, did you ever hear back on this? It doesn't take a lot to build simple but personal relationships. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for simple but personal and deep relationships that grow. And you have to start there and it will continue to grow as you do that. I know a lot of people get pretty afraid and it's a little scary to have to go and talk to people, or they're like, I just met that person yesterday. I mean, I don't want to ask them a personal question. But the reality is, if they've talked to you about it, even if you were in a group setting, if you text them, call them, email them, talk to them the next time you see them face to face and ask them about that particular situation, they will be surprised and touched that you remembered them. Because the reality is we all want to feel special. We all want to feel recognized. They have the same need as you do. They want to feel recognized. They want to feel a sense of belonging to something. And even if that is your world, when you ask them, that means you are part of their world. They recognize that mentally, psychologically, emotionally, you have created a world in which they exist. And that sense of belonging goes a long, long way. Don't underestimate it. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of power not only over yourself, but over others in influencing them. And too many times, I know a lot of you are really discounting yourself. And don't do that. Don't do that. You have a tremendous amount of power in your life and in the life of others to influence them, to improve your life, improve their life. Ultimately, that's what we're striving for. We want to improve our life, and to improve our life, we have to improve others' lives. That's just how it works. So here's my challenge to you. Go out, find at least one or two people that you want to build a better relationship with. You can even make a list of, let's say, 3 to 5 people that you want to build a better relationship with. Go back to your memory banks, think about your prior conversations, different things you've done. Even if it's not a conversation, maybe you've been to their house, you saw a picture. Maybe you've been to their place of business and you saw a trophy on the wall. And that trophy, maybe it was for golf or something from their college days or something from high school, or maybe they were in a band, doesn't matter. but find something that you know about and ask them about that. Say, you know what? I noticed the other day you had this thing on you. Do you still do that? Still play the guitar? You know, it doesn't take much, but you take an interest in them and their interests. What do they like? Write a couple of things down about each person and then follow up with those things. Ask them about those things. You will be amazed at the response. It will be immediate and it will be significant. And do this for about 2 to 4 weeks. Don't just do it once, but do it a couple of contact them several times, or engage with them several times to build that relationship. And then they go, wow, this person's really cool. I really like this person. And a lot of times they won't even know why, but I tell you why. It's because suddenly they're feeling a sense of belonging. They're feeling part of your world. So that's my challenge to you. My name's Keith Miller. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm an entrepreneur. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, sign up for our weekly updates. I only do the free training once a week, and I give you my best stuff. So make sure you're signing up for that weekly update. It'll be sent automatically to your email. In addition, if you think this will help other people in your life, go ahead and share it with others. You know, share it with your Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is you like to share it on. Go ahead and share it. And then finally, write some comments below. You know, the reality is, your comments a lot of times can inspire others to do great things. And so we want to make sure that we're sharing our stories with one another. I love to read those comments, so go ahead and do that. Thank you so much. My name's Keith Miller. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm an entrepreneur.